Right. I'm going to ask you both to just give me some idea how your life routine was before you got together. So,
Well, speaking for myself, of course, I went to work, I got back, I worked on my business. Sometimes I would go and see Paul, obviously do the whole cooking here and there, and he would cook for me. And, you know, if I was in a dirty environment, I would try and clean up, but that's pretty much it. I didn't feel as though there was an obligation to do these things. I didn't feel like it was my duty to cook, for example, you know.
and how was your daily routine?
Literally up in the morning, out with a few clients, come back, work on a few more clients online, food preps, so I'll probably prep for like the next 4 to 5 days, something like that. Tidy environment.
Right. So, how has this changed since you've moved in together?
I'm his chef and his cleaner.
That's how you feel?
Yes, it is how I feel. I've got a busy schedule as well, but Paul likes it when he gets home from work and food is ready. Since I've moved in with Paul, he now wants me to cook every time I have time. In the morning, in the evening, in the afternoon, every second weekends when I come back from work. Honestly speaking, he was eating prior to me moving in, so I don't understand what's going on. It wasn't takeout, you were cooking, so why don't you cook? And the thing is with him, he likes fresh meals. I'm not gonna cook for you every day, I'm not your chef. Again, I'm a Nigerian woman, I don't mind submitting to my husband or my boyfriend, and I understand the importance of feeding him, but Paul eats meal preps. He eats rubbish, bland food, unseasoned food. And I don't mind doing that, maybe on a Sunday evening, but he would like me to prepare these horrible dishes every single day.
At any time, do you ever eat the same meal together?
Let me tell you one of my biggest problems. He's kind of denounced our cultural foods.
Oh.
Yes. So he has issues with the fact it's oily. Even though he eats ice cream and he has takeout, he finds it too heavy. You don't have to eat it during the week, but on Sundays, for example, we can have a dinner. We could have some African dishes and that's one of the reasons he actually fell in love with me, my cooking. And all of a sudden now it's too fresh or it's too heavy and it's too fatty. There's too many calories in these dishes for him.
Have you always watched the calories and your weight, presumably, if you're watching the calories, or is this a new scenario?
It's a very good question. I feel like Choma is very selfish. What's funny?
How am I selfish? Because I want to cook for you.
Okay, but what's funny though?
The fact you just said I'm selfish. What does that mean?
When you were talking, I wasn't laughing.
No, well, first of all, I'm not selfish. I would like to cook for him, but he makes it very difficult to cater to him when I'm busy as well.
Based on the question she asked, in terms of my food history, you basically have knowledge of it. You know, I don't know you to tell you anything about myself, but here we are. I'll give you a tiny bit of background. So I actually went through depression at a stage, and food was my outlet. So at that time, you know, if I was going through stress or anything, I used to eat, and that was just me making myself feel happy for the short term, but damaging my own body in the long term. It actually took me quite a while to, you know, lose the weight, get into shape. And, you know, since I've kind of got back onto track, I've been very basically religious and strict with my workouts, you know, my diet and stuff like that. You know, I literally have a board in a room which shows, you know, what I plan to eat. This is something that I take very seriously.
I feel bad. I feel like I've let him down in some way. I don't understand why he didn't feel comfortable enough to speak to me about it. And it really does upset me that, you know, I'm hearing about it for the first time in our therapy session.
I didn't tell Choma about my depression because I feel like, first of all, it's something that's very sensitive and personal. And at the same time, she can be quite insensitive as well. So, you know, if I'm just going to just kind of give off something just like that, it's easy for her to kind of use that to manipulate and potentially push my buttons, basically, and I wasn't going to have that.
And just, excuse me, were you doing this when you were together?
Can I just point something out? This is my problem with him. So he's just expressed something to you that he's never expressed to me. I had no idea that he was depressed and use food as an outlet. You've never, for once, told me that, and we've been together 3 years. So of course, me wanting to make you traditional food is gonna come across selfish if I don't know this knowledge. To me, he wants me to do meal preps. You want to live a healthy lifestyle, which is absolutely fine. But the fact that you used to cook before and now you don't want to cook is what I'm complaining about. I had no idea that you were depressed, babe. Like, you could have easily said that to me. We could have had a conversation about this and I would never bring it up.
Okay. So let's look at it like this, right? Okay. I used to cook for you, right?
Yes, you did.
What did I used to cook?
He would make like rice, some stew, chicken.
Do you see me eating that now? Let me ask you a question. If you know that the way I've kind of changed my food and lifestyle has made me into the man that I am, and if you're happy with what you have, why would you does this... Okay, look, okay, babe. All right, look at me. Not in a cocky way, but just look at me.
What does that mean?
Do you like what you see?
When I met him, he was fat.
Oh, really?
So, yes. So he started gymming, yeah. And my African dishes, these fatty dishes, also built you to the man you are today, correct?
African
You
dishes.
loved it,
The majority
correct?
of African dishes are filled with carbs. Muscles are built based on protein, so technically speaking,
Well,
that's
you can
wrong.
eat beans. You can eat beans and yam porridge. You can eat all these things. Can you not?
I feel like with Choma's diet, she doesn't take it seriously. Considering what I do, the people I work with, and the results that I get, the results I've got for myself, I think that should kind of motivate her to want to take her diet more seriously, but she doesn't, and that's basically a red flag to me. Like, how are we gonna work?
I'm not even trying to make it every single day. That's the thing. I'm not trying to make him eat that every single day. For me, I just want it to be incorporated in our lifestyle. If we have children, my kids are going to eat these things. I hope you know. And I hope they're even addicted to pounded yam. If you don't like it, that's your business. You can live on your meal prep, your bland chicken, and is it cauliflower and broccoli. If you like that, you can eat that.